Hello, Taurus. This is Alex Angel, and I am here to bring you your angel and tarot card reading. I hope you all are doing well and keeping yourselves safe and cozy on lockdown. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anywhere else within your chart that you have Taurus. So let's see what God, angels, and universe have in store for my beautiful Taurians. You know what? I'm going to pull that one out. That is the Strength card. And if you guys hear my chair squeaking, that's my chair in the background. I guess it can use some oiling. Some oiling. All right. Let's see what God has in store for my Taurus. Oh, this card here, Taurus, by the way, I am getting it's the Strength card. I'm kind of getting that this is a message for you all to kind of man up and woman up. I don't know if a lot of you guys are feeling emotional, especially with what's going on in the world today. You know, it's pretty scary out there. So I don't know. Yeah, look at the two knights here. It almost even feels like you guys have fallen into a slump with what's going on. I don't know if this is cabin fever, but especially with the knight here, it feels like you guys are ready to just go. Ready, you know, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being in the house. I'm tired of being on lockdown. You know, I wish this situation would just, you know, they could just find a cure and then we could just go on and you know, kind of go on with our lives, right? And then the Knight of Swords here could also be like, you know, I'm ready to get things going. You know, okay, if I'm on lockdown, what else can I do? Or it's almost like you guys are running with scissors, okay? And I will say to you, my dear sweet Taurus, be careful. Sit down. I'm happy to see this page here. I'm very happy to see this page here, but not really happy with the cards. The cards that are following it. You guys are running amok. Oh my God, Taurus, what are you doing, my lovelies? Look at you, these wands. You got wands and swords. You only have like one cup here. Taurus, what is going on? All right, my lovelies. Strength card. Again, I kind of feel like, you know, you guys need to kind of man up, right? For some of you, this is take control, right? The Strength card is a Leo card. Leo is ruled by the sun. So there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of vitality, there's a lot of hot-headedness, there's a lot of wanting to move forward, there's a lot of vitality, there's a lot of power. I just kind of feel like, you know, for those of you, it's like one half of you are dormant. It's like, I don't really feel like it today. Then another half of you is like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go, 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 go. Right? So the Strength card to me says move smartly, right? This is like the Beauty and the Beast too. Right? This is her kind of showing up when she's supposed to, exactly when she was supposed to, and to the king of the jungle, to one of the most fierce animals on planet Earth. And she just walked right in with her beautiful, loving heart, and she took care of him. Or her, well, it's a him. We know it's a him. She walked in and she took care of him. Taurus, this could be you dealing with a Leo as well, somebody who, you know, if this is not you, say for instance, who's running around and running amok, then it could be somebody who you're dealing with who is just kind of antsy all over the place, and they need you to kind of step in and just lay your hands on them, you know, help them out, help them through stuff so they can just kindly sit down, to get over and sit down. But what I'm also getting to is almost like you guys are embodying very much fire sign energy. You know, Leo definitely is a fire sign. So I kind of feel like you guys may be embodying Leo attributes, again, with just like this high energy You know, again, you know, the knights are, you know, people within the tarot who rush forward. You know, the wands themselves too have everything to do with moving forward, you know, helping people moving forward and moving ahead. You know, the ace of wands here says that, yeah, you know, an opportunity will soon come for you to get up out of this position that you've been in and move out of this position that you have been in. Temperance is a card of maturity, okay? Temperance has everything to do with biding your time, just waiting on God, waiting for the universe to just open something up, like a flower that blooms, right? A flower that blooms does not need permission to bloom. It just does it in its own time, in its own way, when it was supposed to happen. Now, the Knight of Swords here kind of worries me just a little bit, right? Because this is kind of, you know, again, especially with the two knights here, you know, I just don't want you guys to go rushing forward, you know, head first, which, you know, Taurus is, you know, the bull. You know, you guys go rushing in head first, and you're gonna tackle something, you know, even if tackling something means wearing it out mentally or logically. So Taurus, be careful of burnout, right? Again, if this is not you, then this could also represent somebody you're dealing with as well. Okay? So the top line refers to your current energy or the energy of somebody you're dealing with. The bottom line is the other person. Could be you as well if they're flip-flopped. Could be an approaching situation, or it could be the universe's answer to what you have going on at this time. Page of Swords, a lot of information, a lot of thoughts, a lot of communication. People could be hitting you up, yo, what you doing, what you doing, what you doing? I still need you here, I still need you this. Like, you could have a lot of people just in your ear, just banging your ear and banging your door down, you know, trying to get information from you and trying to, you know, they could be wanting advice. They could be, you know, it just kind of feels like a lot of communication, a lot of messages going back and forth. What I'm also getting to is that you are going to be called upon maybe to help and to assist a lot of people as well. You know, especially with the King of Swords here as well. It's almost like you are the authority or are dealing with somebody who is the authority to help kind of guide you, help guide the situation, help guide, you know, this project, this purpose, because it feels like there's just mayhem right now. Things are kind of back and forth, up and about, up in arms, and I just kind of feel like there's a general consensus of not necessarily knowing what to do. And as part of not knowing what to do, you guys do nothing, right? You're stagnant, right? You got all these thoughts going on in your head, back and forth. You're living inside of your head so much that you have painted yourself in the corner, and now you don't know what to do, right? The Ten of Cups here, to me, it kind of feels like, oh, it's the answer to your problems, by the way. The Ten of Cups says you're spending too much time mentally. You're spending too much time in this mental, you know, shoot first, ask questions later, and go, we can get it done, we could do this, we could do that. It's almost like you're doing everything instead of applying emotion to this or balancing it out with emotions as well. The 10 has to do with endings and new beginnings. So I do kind of feel like too, with all of this forward movement, with all this motion, with all this conversation, with all this mental energy, it's almost like, you know what? Let's just chill out at home with my boo, with my kids. Instead of trying to figure out what we want to do next, let's just try to chill into what we have right now and be happy with that. In all honesty, Taurus, I kind of feel like that's this situation in a nutshell. It's almost like you're uncomfortable and you're antsy because you have to sit still, right? You are a sign that's, you know, moving ahead and used to doing something. You guys are really, really, really hard workers, right? But to sit you down and to put you in one spot, and, you know, kind of like, remember how they used to do it back in school? It's like, sit down with your hands folded and don't move. Like, to sit you down and to make you idle where you're not doing anything is making you crazy. But again, I want you to remember that things in this universe have to happen in their own time. You cannot force stuff. Okay? God in the universe, angels, they're on your side. They will give you projects. For those of you who are entrepreneurs and business owners, you own your own businesses, this is basically saying the customers will come, right? Business will come. It'll continue to come in, right? But you know, you don't have to go towards it. The universe is going to bring it to you, right? The universe knows exactly what you need. You don't have to go out there all the time and bust your ass and do everything. If you're doing everything, what's God doing? All right. Anyway, and again, with the page and the king here, I just kind of feel like there, you know, the intelligence starts out as very minor, and then real quick it gets like real mature. Like it's almost like you start out with, hey, well, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this. Then it's like, you know what, guys, how about we just do this, right? It's almost like somebody just steps in and they kind of quote unquote lay down the law, which is what the King of Swords is. They kind of lay down the law. They lay down, you know, what's going to happen, what we're going to do next. Again, they're going to quiet everybody down. They're going to settle all of this down. And we're going to get back to the point where life is just good. Everything just feels good. My family is taken care of. This also could mean as well, again, for those of you guys who are entrepreneurs, you're very nervous about the loss of business and stuff and how that's going to affect your family. But I can sit here and tell you that, especially with these two cards here, it's like God's got you. There's nothing that you need to worry about because God has got you. God will always make a way. God will always make a way. All right, I'm going to pull 3 energy oracle cards to see what additional information God, angels, universe has in store for you, Taurus. Okay, first card, the thinking man. There you go. I tell you, I can't make this stuff up. You know something? Angels are saying to me, and this is Law of Attraction 101, what I'm about to tell you. Don't think about what you don't have. Don't put your energy on the current situation and what you don't have and how things are kind of quote unquote locked up. If you want to put mental energy on anything, put mental energy on, okay, what does the future look like? Okay, we come out of this quarantine. All right, get back to work. How are we going to do it bigger now, right? Put your mental energy on the future, not on the current. If you put it on the current, then you will just get more of current type of situations and energy. There you go. Strategy. As they tell you, God is real. God is good. Strategy. Try to figure out again. It's almost like, you know, God forbid you have this catastrophe, right? Like say, you know, not even putting this energy out there like that, but say something is destroyed and you're like, okay, instead of focusing on, damn, my shit is destroyed, you know, this happened, that happened, the water did this, and the electricity, fuck that. It is what it is. Don't cry over spilt milk. What to do, especially with these 2 cards, right? It's like, all right, day 1, this is what we're going to clear out. This is what we're going to accomplish. This is what we're going to get set. Day 2, here's what's going to happen. Day 3, here's reaching out to my customers, letting my customers know. Day 4, marketing, you know, how to get people back in. You know what I mean? That's that's what your energy needs to be on right now. Last card, financial constraints. Financial constraints. You know, Taurus, this, you know, again, you know, not to repeat myself, but especially with these 3 cards, like if I hadn't read any of these other cards, to me, these 3 cards say it right here. These 3 cards say it right here. Because we know that you're dealing with a loss. We know that you're dealing with, you're in a quote-unquote negative situation. You're in the red. Okay? But don't continue to put your energy on that. Continue to put your energy back on the black when you come out of that, right? How are you going to get there? Stop crying over spilt milk. How the fuck are you going to get there? You think you're the only person on the planet who is going through this? You're not. You think you're the only person in history who's gone through this? And, you know, then we're kind of quote unquote destroyed. No, other people like you were in this exact same situation, and they've dug themselves out of it. And a lot of them are millionaires and billionaires now. Okay, so make sure, I should have said financial constraints here, but make sure that you are thinking, right, and strategizing on how to get out of this difficult situation. Okay, but don't do it from the detriment. Don't do it from the negative aspect. Only do it from the positive, as in, you know what? Yes, it happened. Fuck it. Whatever. We're going to rebuild. Not only that, but what we're going to rebuild is going to be a lot better. And shit, I didn't plan for this. This is going to take forever. It's going to take 2 years to get us back up and running. But guess what? 2 years we'll be back up and running. Don't concentrate on the 2 years it's going to take to get up and running. Concentrate on 2 years plus 1 day when our doors are open again. Okay? Hope that helps, my beautiful Taurus. God bless you all, and I hope and wish and pray for you all during this really, really, really challenging time. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care, Taurus.